So here we have the Nissan Qashqai N connector automatic on a 67 plate. I'm going to start off by showing you around the outside of the car, and then we'll hop in and run through some controls on the inside. But from the outside you can see that it's a 5-door car with alloy wheels and tinted windows. Let's start off inside the boot and then work our way around the rest of the car from there. So as we approach the back of the car, you'll notice we have reversing sensors. This car's also got a 360 parking camera, which I'll show you when we're inside the car. Plenty of boot space, as you can see, along with that 60/40 split folding rear seat. And then these two tray sections both lift and remove separately to increase that space further. Okay, so we're just going to work our way back round to the front of the car, and then we'll hop in and run through some controls on the inside. But now that we've done a full circle of it, you can see that it's in lovely condition the whole way round. Just briefly before we climb in, I think it's worth seeing the interior from this exterior point of view. The seats are in great condition. There's plenty to run through on the dashboard, so let's hop in and we'll do that now. Okay, so now that we're inside the car, we're going to start with the dials. On the left hand side we have the rev counter, and on the right hand side the speedometer and fuel gauge. You can see the total miles for this car are 12,814. The information displayed above that, which is currently a digital readout for the speedometer, can be changed using buttons on the steering wheel. There are various different types of menus available, including audio and satellite navigation, and eventually all the way back round to the beginning again just here. So those buttons I was using a moment ago are these ones on the left. We've also got stereo controls over here as well. On the right hand side of the steering wheel we've got cruise control and speed limiter, as well as the ability to answer and end phone calls. We've also, that button doubles up as the voice activation for the phone. So if you hit that button and ask to call anyone in your contacts list, the car can do that for you without you having to take your phone from your bag or pocket. That is, of course, once you paired up the phone, and that is done on the touchscreen over in the center just here. So before we come back to that, you can see we have FM radio, we have AM as well, and DAB. If you want to listen to your own music, you can do. We have a CD player, auxiliary input, USB input, and once you paired up your phone, not only can you make and receive those phone calls, but you can stream music using Bluetooth audio as well. This car also has satellite navigation. There's a full video showing that working on our website. And it has the 360 parking camera, which I mentioned when we were at the rear of the car. If I pop the car into reverse, you can see there on the right hand side we have a reverse camera, and on the left hand side we have a bird's eye view image of the car and exactly where it's parked at this moment in time. If I pop the car back into park and press the camera button, we then have a front facing camera and the bird's eye view, or a front facing camera and the front passenger side wheel. So with all those cameras, it does make it very easy to park this car. Working our way down, we have the dual zone climate control, so you can adjust the temperature on either side of the car, the fan speed, hit that button to turn the air conditioning on, or hit auto, and the car will maintain those temperatures by taking control of the fan speed itself. You can override that whenever you wish to. We then have an electronic handbrake and 12-volt charging socket, the fully automatic gearbox, and then inside the central armrest, a second 12-volt charging socket, as well as the auxiliary and USB inputs. The last thing I want to talk about is the panoramic glass roof. At the moment you can see the sunblind is closed. There's a little button up here. If we give that a push, it's fully electric. It will open all the way to the back of the car, and as you'll be able to see, it lets in a huge amount of light. It really opens up the cabin space quite a bit. All that leaves me to say is thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you'd like to come and see the car in person and have a test drive, please feel free to call any of our MJA sites. We'd love to hear from you soon.